Hello, welcome to the Mutant Epoch Underwarrens Session 4. And here is the intro.
Is this that one that got that car driving around? That one cool.
I deleted that one from... That's the part
Exactly. You're a monster!
sometimes. All right, hi. So audio levels look pretty good, and in the last episode we did, actually audio sounded amazing, so I'm really happy how that all came out, and hopefully we continue that. So unfortunately for those of you who are listening in, we're going to do a mic check right now because we don't always get a chance to do that beforehand. So if I can get everyone just kind of introducing their character and saying who they are. We'll start with Beans.
Hello, I am Beans. My character is Sharp. He's a coyote. That's all I've got to say on that matter. No, you keep calling him a fox. He's a coyote.
Okay.
That's me. Keep calling him a fox, like the lucky fox, but it's fine. It's whatever. He's a coyote.
I mean, he's got that foxy grandpa thing going on, so.
Gross. All right. Can I get Rune?
Hello, I am Rune Wanderer, Wandering Runes. I played Char, the medical cat. Up until this point, I also thought Sharp was a fox.
We gotta get Pat.
Well, hi there. My name's Chunky, and I'm played by some feller named Pat, and I didn't think Sharp was a fox, but so many other people did. I just assumed I was wrong.
Rune, could you do fall for me?
I'm introducing Fall. Okay.
No, not Rune. Sorry, Blitz. Could you fall for me?
I was gonna say, what the hell?
I'm on the ball today.
My name is Fall. I'm a frickin' mouse, but don't look down on me. I will cut your fucking feet off. Then you'll be my height. And played by Apocalyptic Bliss.
All right, so hopefully that's coming through, Mike, but Bliss, you are down in the negative 50, 45 range. Could you come closer to your microphone if possible?
Not really, actually, but I'll try.
So you might have to project a bit more and just kind of bring up your volume. I can hear you fine on my end, but that always doesn't come through on the OBS recording.
Right.
And it can make the audio balance, all over the place because I'm usually a little bit boomier. And I'm actually down in volume right now, but I'm up by negative 30s. I don't know why that is. Because we made no adjustments, but, the update demons come in and mess all the settings up. So welcome, people. I cannot read the chat right now. For those of you who are watching, YouTube decided that apparently a 41-year-old man needs another age verification when they have a verified account. So fuck you, YouTube. And we'll move on. So last week, you guys counterattacked against a pretty concerted effort from the enemy. Now, right now, we're going to start revealing a bit more. We're going to step back and reveal more of who these opponents are. As individuals, you were just kind of knocked over the head, forced into wagons or to vehicle, any kind of vehicle, get chain gangs, and then brought to a location to be mass trained to point a gun in a direction, shoot, or just have a stick and stab. There wasn't a lot of information. You barely even know who you're fighting for. You know it's a warlord. You know that the uniforms are generally, especially the ones who are inside, like the what seems to be the regular military, wear long brown coats. So the parlance amongst the militia has been calling these people brown coats. And without any other knowledge about who the enemy is, they've been being called gray coats because a lot of their professional soldiers wear gray. Some of you have noted, just from information you've had living in the Underwarrens, that the enemy employs the head taker mercenary units. Typically, these are made of rabbit men. They come from sections that are further east and north as you are underground with how direction goes. They're further north and east, and they're from the Underwarren sections called Underhome. And think those mercenary units here kind of really escalates the danger of the battle because they're not known for taking prisoners. They're a violent group of individuals, highly trained and highly motivated. And you've seen quite a few of them on the battlefield. Last week, the men you were fighting, though, were militia and a militia officer, and you were able to secure one of their pennants and, bring it back from the battlefield and get rewarded. Go in and find some extra food rations, get yourself some R&R, back away from the front lines going into this session, because you did discover that there's going to be a push towards a fortification that the enemy holds. This represents a choke point where the tunnels all come together in the one area before it expands into the enemy's territory proper, their industrial and agricultural regions. This fortification is going to be heavily staffed. It's going to be heavily defended. So really any of the troops that get sent in those first few waves are the fodder to just soak up ammunition and try to break the enemy by weight of numbers. You've been spared that charge. You were already inflicted with that the first time you went into the beachheads, where tons of men were lost in the opening scenes. Actually, I believe, how many did we lose that session? We lost like 3 or 4?
2.
Two.
Two died. We had 2 knocked
down.
out. Right?
Oh, if 2 died, a total of 4 with 2 like critically wounded.
Yeah, it wasn't great for them. But it we saw our coyote, not fox. As I keep calling him a fox throughout every session, I'm gonna do it again. Who has disappeared from the Sharp? So we had Sharp the coyote. Was the only one that really like managed to get all the way to the end from the beginning and just knocked out at 0 points. So that was always still amazed by that.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah, pretty lucky. The lucky coyote. Almost said fox again. So we're gonna open up scene with you guys getting an opportunity to get some much needed medical supplies and attention to your wounds. We had seen already you'd gotten some good food, which gave you an endurance boost, healing, along with the medic +3, or sorry, a medic 3, which gives you a bonus to healing rate as well, because you were able to hang out with the tents. So let's open up our scene there with you guys inside the medic tent as men are coming along to start wrapping up and packing materials and supplies for the forward push. Now, this rear position is going to be far away from the front by several miles, but it's still going to be close enough to be able to hear the contact and also reinforce if needed. So, what is happening in the scene? Any one of you can start up.
Chunky is just absent-mindedly looking at the ground, poking it with a stick, reflecting on his failure of a plan last night, like completely oblivious to the fact that he's still in an active war zone.
Yes, Chunky's failed attempt to free the plantoids and the discussion of what was the plan, and Chunky just like having no idea.
It wasn't a plan. I just did stuff. I wasn't thinking, cuz. But no, he's just sitting there, pouting effectively.
Char, sitting next to the pouting Chunky, is looking in like a piece of something reflective. Imagine there's something there. He's feeling a lot better, but he's like poking at the scarring around his eye and realizing that's probably just never going to go away now.
So like a shaving mirror.
Yeah,
one of those
pretty much.
small little ones. So
He's just like looking at it, just kind of like with his with the other hand, he's poking at the scar tissue around, and it stings, but it's not. It does. It's the constant burn that he had for the last few days is finally dwindled to more of a simmer.
Polished steel mirror that's always present inside an infantryman's kit.
And then he after just the previous day scolding Chunky, is looking towards that cordon off room area, whatever it was for they were keeping that fungus stuff.
Yeah, they had a couple of vats, containers where they were keeping them where they're temperature controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And and remember, we had also described that several of the people who had taken injury and had the fungus on them, some had died, but many of them were healing much more quickly than was expected. And I don't recall which character it was, but they had suggested, hey, maybe we go check on the prostitute who was dying.
Right. But in a minute, because in Char's head, he gestures to Sharp and asks, "Hey, can I see your leg again?"
Yep, he sticks his leg out, pulls his pant leg up a little bit for you.
And like Char will take it and like look at the bite wound that was glowing just the other day that Sharp had. It seemed like what's going if that's still a thing.
The glow is
They ain't
dissipated.
get her throbbing anymore.
So the wound doesn't hurt. It actually is on the mend. When you stretch it, you feel that pain of like the scab tissue starting to tear around it. But Sharp, you also feel pretty good. Maybe a little bit stronger than you were yesterday. Better healed. But what I need from you is an endurance check, type A. So you got a 69 against a current 19, which should probably have my GM sheet up so I can actually see what that is.
69, that is a fail.
That's a failure. Okay. So what I need you to do is roll a d10, then put that d10 into all of your stats, starting from your strength down, not your endurance, until you run out. 2. So you're getting a 1 in strength and I believe a 1 in agility, right?
Okay.
So you do feel a little bit stronger, a tiny bit more nimble. But otherwise, fine. So Rune with Char, you can see that the infection that he had there has subsided. There is a little bit of concerning redness, but it seems to be coming along just fine. No real presence of the fungus, though you do see a interesting network of white veins crisscrossing the wound. This could be something unique to Sharp's like own healing because of his. You always have kind of oddities with the different beast humans, possible mutations. But it is an interesting kind of scab. It's very fibrous.
Yeah. Char is thinking that's just a little too convenient and wants to see if he can examine anyone else fungled to see if that's connected. And just like, yeah, even if it's part of some people who died, because even if they died, they still had the fungus in them.
Yeah, so you gonna go over to one of the corpses first, or you want to go over to one of the living people?
Yeah, just gonna find
Corpses.
a corpse first. It'll probably be the easier one.
Yeah, so a lot of the corpses there were moved out relatively quickly and brought out to one of the mass graves. So you step outside to one of these mass graves, and there's some individuals with shovels who are dumping them into this large grave, and they're pouring some kind of white powder across the bodies. You can talk to them because just looking at the bodies, you can't identify which ones were or were not inside the medical tent.
Yeah, Char will approach and just hands in his pockets. He just kind of, walks up to the fellow infantryman and says, "Hey,
so it's a militiaman just like you. He is wearing scrap armor that he's put together kind of quickly. His rifle is leaning up with 3 other rifles and a tripod nearby. He's sweating and he like wipes his brow. It's an ape man, so somewhere between like a monkey and a human. So could pass for just a really hairy human. He's over the giant floppy ears. He's like, "Hey, how you doing there, buddy? Did they send you over here to help us with the digging?"
"Oh no, I'm on medical research duty, I guess. I don't know. They want me to see if any of these unlucky fucks you put in here have any of that weird glowing shit on them. Did you have anyone in here?"
Yeah, we had a few of them. As he like points to some of the bodies that are in the hole already, and a couple of them that are like lined up. He says the fungus ain't glowing no more though. It seems to just be like on the day of the infection, it starts to glow up, and by after that, it dies down. He gestures to one of the light things. Everybody help me here. I'm trying to think of the large lighting apparatuses that are run off of fuel.
Light plant.
Light plant. He points to the light plant that's nearby. He's like these things really make it difficult to kind of idea. You got to see it out in the dark in the cavern somewhere, then it really pops.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, either of you guys have any of that shit on you?
He's like, no, I got lucky and came through the whole thing unscathed. He's like, hey, Joey. And you see that there's a small bird man, some kind of songbird, and he like pops around and he looks, he's got wide, like just terrified eyes, or that might just be what he looks like. He comes forward, like waddling back and forth on his pigeon toes. He's like, what's up? What's up? He's like, hey, show this guy that wound you got in the other fight. And he's like, oh, this one. And he like raises up his leg, and you see that he has a laceration across one of his legs, and you can see that white fibrous tissue across it. It's a pretty significant wound. Like that got down to the bone, and he's walking on it.
How long ago did you get this?
Yeah. 2 days ago. I got it coming up out of the ship. Like I got.
You're walking?
He just like bobs up and down in that kind of motion because he can't really nod his head.
Right. Huh. Which of these bodies had the glowing on them before they croaked? As Char will just kind of like, before jumping into the grave, he wants to like check one of the ones lined up that not quite dumped in yet.
He goes over. I think this one over. He's like, I think this one over here came out of the tents. The medic tents. He goes over and there's one that's got a gaping hole in its chest. And you can, just at first glance, with not barely checking, you can already see that white tissue was starting to form in the outsides of it. It just was too large of a surface for it to close.
Okay. That's what I wanted to see. So it didn't fully close like on the two living subjects I've seen so far, huh?
On the living one did it fully closed. On the dead one, it hadn't.
Yeah, that's what okay. Yeah, Char kind of like just scratching the good side of his face, just idly. Uh-huh. Yeah, all right. Thanks, boys. You keep going. Char will head back to the tent.
All right, so you come into the tent and
Oh yeah, he'll just approach his team and go on to say like, I want to try to grab some of that fungus stuff that they have stored away.
Subtly Chunky like looks left and right, and he wants to reach down to his second canteen, the one he's like hasn't been opening, and looks inside of it. Is there any glow from the fungus that he had put into that water?
cracking the canteen and taking a look inside, there's a little bit of luminosity.
And closes it. I got something that might help you, cuz.
Char look down at and take the canteen and look at.
Yeah, take a closer look.
And just kind of like just barely peeking open the kid's little cat eye in there. Let's see the luminescence and then quickly closes it shut. Okay, good. That's a good start, but
Not a lot. It was what I could pull out from a small amount that I found. But if we get more, it might be, it'd be magic water.
I'm assuming I don't have to do a roll for this because it's a canteen and that's mold. But Char can kind of infer just from his knowledge of improved medical knowledge and such. That would be a good environment to keep growing that stuff, right?
Make it if you have to ask, you gotta make a check.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a medicine check. Difficulty is gonna be a type C. So that'll be intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh boy. Okay. Rank 2 medical.
So we're gonna give you we're gonna lower the difficulty down to a B.
Okay, cool. That's what I needed. Not the smartest cat in the drawer.
51 against a 20.
Yes, that will pass.
Okay. So
I will double check. I'm going off.
Yeah, just by one.
Maybe, yeah.
by one. Okay, yeah. See,
Inch or a mile, baby. It don't matter.
exactly.
You cross that finish line first.
So with a success, you see that that is probably not the best place in order to keep it submerged in water like that, especially on any like nutrient source. It will just eventually die. It is dark, and it does seem to prefer that over the concentrated light of the light plants.
Can work for now. We're going to have to find a better place to keep that enclosed. All right, so So Char is gonna kind of offer to divvy up the labor here of Chunky and Sharp can, well, help, if they want to help find a better environment to contain the fungal stuff in, while Char wants to try to use a mixture of his what is it, status he gained here, helping with the medical tent, and then also a fair amount of stuff to get into that room and take more of the fungus stuff out.
Okay.
Canteen should probably be fine. Just dump the water out. Throw some dirt in there, maybe. Probably drown in it.
I wonder if a little bit of water still, and then throw in some of this dry dirt, turn it into kind of a mucky little swamp land. That normally help. Maybe if I can find. Chunky stops for a second, and he looks over at the bodies.
A little bit of something for it to munch on.
That's what I'm thinking. Chunky's gonna stumble over to one and see if it's already got any of the mold on it.
So a lot of them don't have mold that you can see any longer.
Okay, so this one's probably, maybe this one ain't been tapped yet. Gonna reach in and just kind of grab a handful of like meat out of this body.
So one of the men who's digging the graves turns. They're like, what are you doing?
What's it called?
Yo, I know you're a cat, but you're not supposed to eat from the dead. Like, go, dude, get the hell out of here.
It's a biopsy. Doc needs a piece of the body, so I just came out to get some.
Yeah, I've already chased like 2 of you fucking predators off these bodies already. Why don't you get the fuck out of here, you weirdo?
Chucky just starts breathing heavily.
What is he?
Oh no!
I don't think you should talk to me like that. He slowly stands up to his full height. What was this person? Is this the chimp?
Yeah, this is the chimp.
Listen here, you half-human. I don't like you talking to me like that. I was doing my job just the same as you.
What is this? You're half human? Half human? Look at you, you fat furry fuck.
I really don't think you want to talk to me like
my
that,
God.
boy. I'm gonna like slowly walk up to him so that the pit is behind him.
Do you have intimidation?
Oh, I don't need. No, I don't believe he has it. Let me see.
Is that a
what it-
skill?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it?
It's not a skill.
Negotiation in reverse.
Yeah,
In
it's
reverse.
uses strength instead of
Angry.
appearance.
Oh yeah.
So Chunky hasn't been very intimidating. It's not established as intimidating. This is kind of his first time doing this. So if you can give me a strength, or actually tell me what of Chunky's body, what is he using? Because he's moving himself in a position so that the monkey is now back to the grave pit. So I kind of want like what are you gonna use? Are you gonna use like a presence, like willpower? Like how are you gonna overpower this individual mentally?
His objective is he's just gonna walk up as close as he can, like belly almost touching him. His back kind of cocked so that no matter what, he's looking down at this monkey. He's like, then flexing his claw out of his right hand, the one that's not holding the goop, and then like slowly like squeezing some of the blood out of the stuff in the other hand, while just having that. He's going for that cat stare of looking at food or something he's about to toy with. Like 1,000-yard stare through this person while breathing heavily.
Yeah, that's a presence. So we're gonna use your willpower to kind of like maintain this performance.
That's my bad stat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. Well, again, it is a projection of it. You're intelligibly thinking about it, and you're using body and posture to also kind of like engage in this. You're using your physical body. So we're gonna use your current endurance. We're going to
Okay.
use your willpower. And oddly enough, I think we're going to use your intelligence. We're going to divide those by 3. And we're going to do this at a type D, because this dude's been, digging holes for bodies all day. Now, you are a predator, so it does make it a little bit easier than, than it would be for other people. But he is a chimp man. Those teeth are not for show.
All right, let's roll it then.
Holy fuck.
I said, don't talk to me that way, boy.
So what'd you roll?
5.
An automatic hit.
Yeah, so what was your stat that you had to hit? What was the number?
Let's see. I had
What was
a
your divided?
24 total, and for D,
Yeah,
I did a 40%.
40%, and you got a 5. So with a 5, this man cowers before you. The chimp, he backs up like, oh, yo, haha, I'm sorry, bro. I understand. All right, we all got hobbies. Just, and he kind of like does the little sidestep away from your belly. Like, ooh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry about that. I think I'm still coming down off of some of that combat high from yesterday.
Yeah, maybe a little too much
Forgive me,
catnip.
please.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. We all get kind of excited out here. It's crazy. Bullets flying, people dying. It's you do what you
Yeah.
need to do. Get your
I just want to get
biopsy.
this. I just want to get this food for the fungus stuff. It eat dead thing, and this fella ain't using this no more. So
Oh yeah, so he like when you mentioned the fungal thing, he gives you like a strange look because you had said it was for a biopsy, and now you're like, oh, the fungal thing. He's like,
Yeah.
but he's too intimidated to do anything about it. He's like, yeah, the fungal thing, yeah, that.
alrighty, here, pull out one of the little one of my last few mealworms and hand it to him. There you go. You need to keep your strength up while you digging like this. Bye.
There's a thoroughly confused chimp man holding this piece of worm meat who is just like, was I just intimidated by a fat, furry fucking cat man who now just was like, oh, you want to break bread with me and share some worm meat? By the way, I'm stealing this body because I need to grow fungus with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this very, very confused chimp man just takes the meat and he just stays silent. Because what do you do? You don't want to engage the crazy any more than that at that point. It's like, oh, okay.
Chunky's gonna walk his way over to Sharp. I got some food for it. That private over there gave me some trouble for it, but it's okay. We handled this amicably. Wait, no, ain't that a fish thing? We handled it good.
Sharp just pats Chunky on the arm and get, good job, Chunky.
All right, pour out just a little bit of this water. Scoop some more of this dirt. I'm gonna rub some dirt on this meat while we at it. And I'm gonna stick it inside of here. He just starts patting it inside of this canteen. There we go.
You have the
Maybe-
equivalent of the spit cup at a party that you just hope no one takes a swig of accidentally.
He screws on the cap and shakes it a little bit so that, all of that mixes together better. Okay, let's see. How does it... Okay, he's gonna carve an M on the side of the canteen. It's a mushroom, right? It's M for mushroom.
Might want to put that out around a few corners of that thing just in case.
Oh, that's a good idea in case you get it from the other side and you don't know. I imagine it's not going to taste awful good. You'll go ahead and scratch M into the canteen lid and on both sides of it. There we go. It just sits there and gives that big derpy face again.
Don't mistake M for delicious.
Oh, that's a good point. Nah. Everything delicious if you put in the right spices. I should probably wash my paw off. It's covered in some not good stuff.
Probably.
Chunky's gonna waddle off to go find something he can dunk his paw into.
Half expected him to start licking it.
He was considering, like, as he looks at it, you can tell that he's thinking something strange, but shakes it off.
So with that, is there anything that you guys currently or presently need?
The mushrooms that Shar is going to get. He's going to try to get more of that sample they had.
So he's going to try to get the one that was isolated and sterile.
Yeah, but he's going to definitely try to not take all of it.
Now, are you trying to take this covertly, or are you trying to talk to one of the other medics and see if you just can't get a sample of it? Do you want to do this honestly or not?
At the moment, he is actually doing it covertly.
Overtly, okay. So it is an area where people are moving back and forth, tending to the injured and whatnot. So there's a flap that covers that section of the tent. It's just a little add-on to it. You haven't seen anybody coming in or out.
Yeah, his plan is to kind of like look like he's busy about like the tent as well, using that big old cross symbol on his helmet as like a big, like, oh, I'm just doing this. And if he can like be either wheeling like one of those
Not a gurney, but
dividers.
the carts. Yeah. Or the divider even better.
Yeah, try to like kind of just put himself between that and the wall / tent flap to get in there unnoticed, preferably unopposed.
You slip in. There's a small lab inside this area, and there is someone behind a monoscope who is looking down at a petri dish. He has long black ears. He's quite tall, and you can tell him just from his silhouette he's a jackrabbit. Though he just seems to be focused on what's immediately in front of him. He has one of those canisters near him that had the fungus in it, and it's open.
Jesus.
He has sterile equipment out. It looks to all be made of glass, like blown glass, and there's a little burner nearby to sterilize it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get you. So Char's plan is to have one of his sterile bandages at the ready. He's gonna do his best to like. Shit! But is there any other of those containers?
There
or
is.
Is it just okay.
Yeah. So there's
he wants to avoid this guy.
Yeah. So off to the right, there's a lock box with a few of those containers. The box itself is not locked right presently. There's no like padlock on it, and that's where they were storing them. Dry, kind of cool storage. It's recessed in the ground a little bit.
Right. Yeah. That's what he'll go for, away from this large, imposing jackrabbit.
So you go over to the box. You take a look at the lid, and it's gonna make a bit of noise. Opening it, so you can't really do it covertly, so you're just gonna grab something and kind of book it.
I can't use a stealth check to like silent action or what have you.
You can try, but again, it's probably gonna make some noise. These things aren't always like the best oiled devices, but go ahead, give it to me. Difficulty +2.
Difficulty +2. Okay.
So silent action.
Silent action. Yeah. He's stealth 4, so that's like check A with 2 rerolls. Does that get rid of the rerolls, or does it just lower the letter and then but still keep the rerolls? I forget.
The rerolls would be gone, and so each of those is going to count as a letter code. So we're going to do one reroll to no rerolls to a letter B.
It's like
okay. Well, if all else fails, he has a negotiation skill as well. We'll see how that goes. All right, and then that's an agility check, yeah?
Yes, that is agility.
Okay. No whammies. Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, he's got it for 6. So you got a 23 out of 75, which is more than what he needed. I think as a type B with a 75, you needed a 90% or better.
Yeah, he's very agile.
Yeah. So you lift it up noiselessly, and there are those canisters made of steel, that could spin on, just sitting in front of you, all with dates and numbers on them. And some other, like, these numbers, they don't really mean anything to you. The dates you understand, as being the day they were collected.
I can't read.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you know basic numbers. You can't do arithmetic, but you know the symbols.
Okay, yeah, I'd argue no, yeah, calendar dates at least.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for the most recent one, but he's not gonna take the full sample. He just wants to take enough for like plausible deniability. He's like, oh, that just kind of looks weird, rather than like, oh shit, it's missing.
So you're gonna unscrew one of these.
Oh, son of a bitch. Might be easier just to steal the whole thing, huh?
Yeah, these are they're not overly large. They're we're talking like coffee tins in size.
Then he's just gonna take the whole thing then. Like,
Okay.
screw it.
So you,
Gonna
you,
lift that.
you lift it up, take it, you push down the lid noiselessly,
Mhm.
and then you hear a voice as you're exiting. Orderly.
Cat ears like satellite to the direction of the voice first before his head turns around. Is he looking directly at him?
Yeah, he's taking his eyes off of the scope and he's looking directly at you. And that big old green cross on your helmet.
Char stands up. Sir?
He points to the wall just to the next to you. Would you grab me some of those forceps right there?
Of course. Char playing along will just grab the forceps. This time he's like, but
What are
still
you-
like,
What are you doing with the canister?
while like making a big show of like grabbing for the forceps, like kind of even like to a point like he looks like it's on accident, right? But like purposely like scove it so it'll clang, so the eyes stay on that hand, while the hand holding the canister goes into the medical bag and just like tucks it in quick.
So a little bit of like sleight of hand going on there.
Yeah.
Misdirection.
Yeah. So you know what? Give me a tiny performance. Give me a little bit of performance here.
Check. I forgot how we do those.
Not for this one. So this one, we're not gonna do the performance as in for like playing for an audience. So what I'm gonna need from here is your agility, because that's what you're attempting to do. And once again, we're gonna use willpower divided by 2 in order to just maintain the aura, maintain the perception.
Okay. So he's rolling. And what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is gonna be a type B. You're pretty convincing in your little act. It's like even in this one, like if he sees it, he may not think anything of it.
So he's rolling against a 50 here. That's his willpower and agility divided by 2.
Okay. So a 50 at type B, you need a 76 or better.
Yes. So yeah, he passes.
With a 20. So you pass it.
Roll
You
a
pass it
20.
off flawlessly. You're able to keep the canister out of line of sight, get the forceps, and hand them off to this jackrabbit. When you get a little bit closer, you recognize this is the lieutenant that was in the tent that was speaking with Bird.
Char kind of assumed he hasn't seen a lot of jackrabbits around here.
Yeah, not too many.
As after he does that, he's just kind of like staring, seeing like if he can kind of discern what work this guy's doing.
You can see on the dish that he has in front of them, there's some of this fungal matter. It's got little mycelium traces all kind of rooted around it, and he has it in some kind of bath of like chemical or solution. Seems to help it promote its growth. You can also see that there's tiny little mushrooms growing out of it.
Interesting.
Char, when you say that, he's like, I imagine you said that out loud.
He like mumbling to himself, like interesting, yeah.
What do you find interesting about this, orderly?
I've just been seeing a lot of this glowing stuff, and I'm still not entirely sure what this all means. Why are we so interested in it?
He regards the sample he has before him, and he taps his finger on the top of the table a few times. Yes, we have seen many of it. It's prolific in these caves. I wonder, where exactly have you seen it?
Some corpses, some soldiers walking around or working around this tent as an orderly, sir.
Yes. Have you noted any peculiarities amongst the men?
Well, there was a bird I saw that shouldn't be walking right now, but somehow is.
Regenerative capabilities, you assume?
I guess that'd be my best guess at it.
Now, is your evidence correlative or it is substantive?
I suppose more anecdotal at this point, sir.
So you've observed individuals with a fungal infection who have since gotten up, walked around with wounds that should be crippling, and are now functioning normally.
Char just kind of nods.
Has any of the men in your unit suffered any wounds?
Not related to the fungus, sir, more so the vast amounts of flying lead we seem to have here.
Oh, yes, that's right. Verd spoke to you the other day. Gave you a reward for good conduct and heroism.
Just doing our part, sir.
Indeed you are. I have no doubt about that at all. Tell me, what do you see when you look down upon this fungal sample? So Sharp. Yeah, Sharp doesn't have any history like in herbalisms or farming or anything like that, right? What?
Char?
Yeah.
Char,
not Sharp, yeah, Char.
Again, any herbalism would probably come from his time as a medical, like the village healer, more or less, right? He was just kind of taught the very basics, and yeah, during the training when they picked up that he knew how to do that, they kind of threw him into the cross helmet, but not really like farming or anything, just what he may have picked up while he was a village healer.
So from all you can tell is that, yeah, it's a fungus and it seems to be growing like a fungus does. Mycelium network through a media and then, expressing the procreative, sorry, not procreative, the sexual organs on the outside, the mushrooms, in order to spore.
Mm-hmm. I see a mushroom, sir.
Yes, just a mushroom. Just a mushroom. Very well, orderly. You can go about your business.
Char salutes and, as not obvious as possible, like books it.
Like as you give up the snap the salute, he does turn, face you, and return a crisp salute back. Then goes back to his monoscope.
It was our salute, right?
Hmm?
It was our salute, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, nothing the Grey Coats are doing, right?
So
I don't think we know what the Grey Coat salute's like.
Yeah, you haven't really been able to interrogate any of them to know if they have something that they do differently.
Imagine they slap their hands to their cheeks and then they make a turkey noise.
Says Chunky as Char reunites with the group. All right. Weird that you're bringing that up, and I was just thinking about that, huh? But anyway.
Oh no, I was describing what Uncle Curly Jeffers used to do.
Oh yeah, before he was crushed in that tragic cave-in incident.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Sad, but kind of funny. He always said he wanted to get skinnier.
Okay. You guys get a suitable environment for the. Okay, 1 second.
All right, you say this was Uncle Charlie that was crushed to death?
Yeah.
I'm making a note
It was
of that.
Uncle Curly Jeffers.
Uncle Curly. Uncle Curly Jeffers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a minor. I mean, he was old, he was of age, but he was a minor.
ER minor.
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
not sure what emergency room has to do with a minor, but okay. You use the smart one.
no. Okay. Did you guys get the suitable environment set up?
Oh yeah, here, look. I open the M canteen. We puts in some meat, people meat, and then we put in some dirt, and we poured out some of the water, and I mix it up real good, and it looked like it might thrive better. Like, cold, damp, dark places is where mushrooms do good.
During that whole explanation, Char's mouth just kind of slowly creased into like a flat line. I'm just hearing all the meat stuff. Like, all right, I got that checked before. Would that would Char be satisfied with that environment for the mushrooms to assume to grow?
Yeah, it seems that it's growing on meat already, so some kind of protein base would probably be okay. Dark protein, kind of wet.
Okay. Then okay, we should go somewhere else to get this put away, and then probably go back to enjoy our R&R. More so, check on that opossum.
Oh yeah, I want to know how that lady doing. She probably might be feeling better.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
remember
considering
her
this stuff's
name.
in me, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't remember her name none, but I'm just gonna call her Lady. It seems like it'd be an okay one to go with.
Okay, but whatever you do, if lady offers you anything chunky, you do not want to get near her, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you don't mean you don't mean none of that the sinful time, do you?
I mean exactly the sinful kind.
Oh no sir, I don't. Mama told me no. I don't know why.
Just don't worry about it, Chunky.
Okay, like I says, you the smart one.
Right. So, yeah, I guess find someplace closed off, probably back in their like little personal area. Deposit the shrooms into the canteen, and then head towards
So somewhere where that tarp is, where Chunky leaves his
yeah,
big gun
yeah.
hidden like in one of the fighting
Yeah, that's
positions.
literally where he's like I was thinking like Char's gonna crawl under that to like
Mm.
get out of the light and then transfer it over as best he could.
Yeah, so you find the area abandoned. Like the military is already starting to move forward. I described earlier that they're like packing up different positions, tents, like equipment and supplies. The main bulk of the attacking force is pushed off already, and they're starting to advance at double pace towards the fortification. From here, you're already beginning to hear the first shots being fired, just echoes rolling through the cavern.
How did no one find this? Char just thinks to himself as he transfers the mushroom beside the machine gun. Gatling gun, I should say.
Yeah, it sounds like vacation's over.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's 'cause they didn't even bother. They was too busy embracing the suck, as it's called. You just got to keep your head down and hope you don't get it shot off in a minute. That's what I think, anyways.
You know what, Chunky, I believe that.
He's just staring off in the distance, both eyes slowly separating from each other. What? Oh, yeah. What I do?
Well, we still got we would our squad still has the R&R through the rest of the day, or is that over?
No, it's through the day.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So he'll get up to, and after handing the canteen back to Chunky, here, just make sure no one ever touches this, and then he'll look down at the the container that the mushrooms are in. Can he see the beach from here, or is it a far jaunt to the beach?
It's not a far jog at all. They just don't have any light plants facing in that direction. In the deep dark, the beach is down there.
Using his little cat eyes, he just wants to go that way. Not super far. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to meet the residents of the beach. He just wants to see if he can see anything being eaten by a larger jaw worm.
So down there towards the beach, you do see the undulations here and there amongst the muck of jawworms pushing through, consuming whatever's left. Those bodies have been left to the worms. Nobody wants to go down there and try to fish those out. Not to mention the landmines in a lot of these areas have been cleared, but it doesn't mean the clearing was always successful. There is a chance of, finding one that was missed.
Yeah. So Char's just gonna. He doesn't know what worms like to eat. He clearly knows they like meat, and there's no meat in here, but maybe it'll smell good with the mushroom. Maybe it'll smell better with his spit. So he spits in it and then throws it down and by some of the jaw worms, hoping that it gets on or near or inside a body that it gets eaten. That's to dispose of the evidence.
Yeah. So you can pretty much be guaranteed the jawworms are stripping the area clean, and they will eventually come across another meat smelling object and just eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's dark when there's no direct light, and direct light requires energy. The fungus spores you can see across the ceiling only provide enough light for you to see them, not any kind of casted light down onto the floors of the cavern.
Terrifying. Get
Now,
out of here.
there are cultivated funguses and luminescent plants that are used in a lot of towns, small villages, and even some of the cities. But those ones also require, proteins, nutrient pastes in order to grow, and they're carefully cultivated to ensure that there is light in those locations. In the wildlands between cities, there's almost nothing except for the dark.
Yeah, Char doesn't really like Ruth thinking about that. Not much of a traveler. I mean, until recently.
There's still tantalizingly bodies out there with equipment that you can see the worms just dragging into the muck. It wasn't just militiamen who died on that beach. It was elite soldiers too.
Yeah, but the first role I did for Char established him as a coward, so he's actually not going to go for that.
Yeah. You're like, well, I guess
As tempting as that is, he's more
Yeah.
like, I got rid of the evidence. I could go down there. He's going to go back to his team and offer them what they want to do. If they say go back to the beach, he's a follower, so he'll definitely accompany them, but he's not going to pitch the idea.
Well,
Yeah, the
what do
beach-
you think, Sharp? You want to see if there's anything fancy on any of them bodies?
Where's Fall? You guys lost track of him somewhere around the tent.
We've lost track of Fall forever. He
was gone like a
ninja.
while ago, yeah.
Yeah, he don't exist. I'm pretty sure I made him up.
Samson's just kind of staring off into space, like up towards the ceiling, like, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right,
see?
Simpson.
Even Samson doesn't understand it. We's together on this, buddy.
Oh, Samson's like staring off, he like gives you that glassy eye stare. Oh, Fall was muttering something about the plantoids. And then he like goes back to staring off into the deep dark.
That's right. He says something about he was gonna let them, he was gonna get them out. He was gonna talk to the chef or something. I don't
sure-
remember if it involved killing. It might have. He likes to say that word a lot.
Very great. I'm sure they're having a very intellectual discussion right now.
Yeah. Probably about food. I like food.
I know, Chunky. Char is going to then kind of leave it up to Sharp as Chunky is having a staring contest with Samson, it appears.
Not at each other, just who can stare deeper into the black abyss.
The two of you, what's going to blink first?
Yeah.
Don't let anything fall in your eye.
The abyss gonna blink first. I knows it.
Sharp's looking down at the machine gun, thinking to himself. He says, "Well, some of them out there might have maybe some ammunition for it,
Motherfucker, Char says as he just turns around and looks at the beach.
That's right.
Or
we need
the other
more
option.
bullets.
as we get from our own supply."
And where do we get our own supply, Sharp?
Sharp kind of looks over off in the distance. I think the ammo dump's somewhere over that way. Now, of course,
you
they're
wanna
not going
try
to
to-
willingly give any to us, but
Yeah, try to see if we can steal whatever we can before they bring the rest of it out to the front line.
no, we're not stealing. It's just reacquisition.
Oh, I was gonna say we steal it, but I suppose that sounds better. What you saying?
Yeah.
So those seem like two options.
We still got
I've
the
got open
possum
ears
again.
for any
Still got
other ideas.
the possum. Do we want to check on her?
Yeah, I do still want to look check on her, but Sharp, why don't maybe it, like if you wanna, maybe you and somebody else could go try the weapon or the ammunition store. I'm gonna try to go down the beach, see if I can find us anything else that's cool. Like maybe
Char.
we find better armor or a cool hat.
Char's getting so frustrated right now.
You don't want to
Chunky.
do both of them at once? Okay.
Chunky.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you feel a little better after the medical team got to look at you, but your wounds are still pretty fresh, and worms can't see, so they gotta smell, and they're gonna smell all that blood you got coming out of you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they is slow, but yeah,
They are slow.
but that might be a good idea.
And we are fast. Char's like now kind of like mulling the idea in his head. Like in fact, like we as in like the cats, because he knows that they have that dashing they can
Yeah,
do.
I mean, it don't matter none to me.
What do you think, Sharp? I don't think we should split too much in case something goes awry.
Man, I remember eating something called rye once. It was pretty tasty.
All right, before he starts making me hungry too. Let's if I know where Fall was. Samson, you said he was doing some sneaky shit.
Samson like blinks back the darkness and like turns and those large brown eyes stare at you. Oh, Paul taught me if he wanted to come back, what I need to do. And he like raises these two meaty like fingers towards his mouth, and then he stops. He looks at you. You want I call him?
Actually,
That's
yeah.
up to you.
He puts them into his muzzle and he blows, and a ear-splitting whistle comes out.
Oh no, I didn't like that. That hurt my sensitive ears.
Sharp spits at a cracked tooth.
Oh, you might want to have Cuz look at that. That doesn't seem like that's where that's supposed to go.
A little too late now.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you're right.
So, Fall, you hear that whistle like out into the dark, echoing through the chamber. And again, it's a massive, huge chamber, stadium sized. That is Samson.
Chunky picks up the broken tooth.
Well, somewhere out in the dark, Sal is stopping what he's doing and turns to look and slinks through the shadows to make his way in that direction at a decent pace, although he's, mindful of not going so fast that he draws attention.
Yeah, and given his size, he can literally dip between the micro terrain and just not be
Right.
seen.
Right.
He's also too light to set off any of the landmines, so there's that too.
There's that.
So you eventually arrive at the fighting position where the group is, and they're sitting there talking amongst each other.
So Fall will sneak up behind Samson and like jump up on his shoulder. You called.
Samson blinks again slow, looks at you, turns his head. Oh, they want to know where you were.
I was busy, but you called, so here I am.
Well,
Yeah.
that's mighty damn decent of you.
So I heard that you were picking up where Chunky left off.
That's something about the
Yeah.
plantoids.
Couldn't find the right tools.
Oh, okay.
My knives were gonna break if I kept trying to pry at the shackles. So yeah,
Oh,
have to find some better tools. Maybe some dynamite. That would work.
Yeah.
I has a hammer and a shovel.
So Fall, what you did find out though when you were over there, like just looking to pry them out, they're gonna have to move them because they're gonna be moving the galley tent anyways. That means those stakes are gonna come out of the ground. So the pigman's gonna do most of the work for you. And when they're in transit is when they're most vulnerable.
When's the move planned?
Soon. Any like they were basically moving around to start doing something about it right then.
Paul will turn to Chunky and say, "Couldn't fulfill your wish quite yet, but they're going to be moving them soon. We'll strike then."
Oh, all right. That's damn decent of you. I appreciate what you're doing for them folk.
I would appreciate it if you would stop calling me decent. In my world, that's an insult.
Oh, well, then you
I'm a
you-
nasty, dirty, killing criminal.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm proud of it. So don't call me decent.
Well, you damn right nasty then.
Thank you.
You say that,
That's cool.
but you're freeing a bunch of prisoners for no good reason.
Anarchy. I hate authority.
Oh,
So you're dead set on that, huh?
that's cool.
How big of a distraction or commotion do you think this is going to be?
I figured I'd set fire to the command tent and then they'd pay attention to that.
Oh, that's cool.
Any idea when this is going to be?
Just soon. Just soon.
Sharp looks back to the other two cats. He says, "Well, there's your answer. Looks like we'll have maybe an over opportunity to grab some things."
Well, yeah, that do seem to be the case. I suppose then our best bet is we can either go down the beach and get stuff, or we can check on that lady.
So Sharp, I need you for a moment to realize as you're looking amongst the three of you, you're all wearing gray leather coats.
Fall
This is
never
true.
got hit, right?
No, Fall could. I mean, you just have one cut to his sides because he's so small.
Yeah.
We
he
did.
doesn't
It
have
would
a
literally
cut
just
to
be
it.
a little
You
poncho.
grabbed one for him.
Because I
But
still
you
got
haven't.
that one that was too small for Chunky. Like he didn't get rid of it. He just didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah. Chunky had to keep rolling to be able to put one on because he was just so big. The other guy's just one that fits. But for Fall, it literally you'd have to cut one down to size. It'd be more like a leather poncho. Still acts as leather armor though.
Oh, why are we wearing these again? We look like the fucking enemy.
Think they look cool.
Slather them with mud. Never tell the difference.
That's smart.
Until the mud rubs off, and then you're just a dirty gray coat.
Oh dang! I didn't think about that.
Well, you had taken off the insignia patches on the shoulders, and so right now they are just gray coats. There are other people with gray leather coats, but it also might make it easier to set an ambush.
Well, I don't know. Sharp wasn't exactly thinking of an ambush. He was thinking more like kind of like striding right up to where they're maybe like starting to move the munitions and stuff, and just kind of like lending a hand without really asking.
Oh, I didn't mean about the munitions, I meant about the plantoids.
Ah.
Yeah, before those who want to attack the plantoid caravan, I guess.
Chunky is still staring at some of the bodies being pulled away.
So you've got a couple different directions here that you need to choose to go with. And everything's kind of in timing. The CP is going to be picked up and moved. It's going to be it's going to be close to the front lines, a ways back a bit from direct line of fire, but it's going to be set up and vulnerable. That would be a major distraction, but it's also going to be heavily defended. You have the galley tent, which is going to be going up pretty soon, but they're going to be moving and it's going to be in transit. You also have all the bodies out in the field, but now the entire army is moving away from this point and taking the light plants with it. You will not be able to see without the aid of some kind of light source. And a light source randomly out in the darkness is liable to get shot at.
Well,
Good
dang,
lord.
voice in the sky bringing up some good points.
So you're not going to be able to complete all of these tasks if you try to all go at one of them. If you split up, you have a better chance of completing at least some of them.
I guess so. It's more of what do you all want to do? Sharp, you sound pretty set on getting some of that ammunition, which might pay off if you can just
What if we can get
lose some of it.
if we can get some for old chain link there?
That's true.
That's the idea.
Let's see then. Samson, maybe you should go with Sharp, cause you a big guy and you can carry a lot more. So on the off chance we luck out and find a lot of bullets, you can get them all. Yeah.
Samson
And-
just kind of like realizes that you're talking to him and blinks like, well, I could lift up a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You a big son bitch.
Samson like nods, I am big.
Yeah. So Sharp can take you, and you can help him collect all that bullets, and fall small, and he damn near disappear when he wanna. Maybe you can come, or you and me and Char can go together and try to fish out some nifty loot. If you go ahead of us, you can find people around there and find like the best stuff, and then we can go there instead of dealing with all them damn worms.
So it sounds like you want to do that instead of worry about the plantoids, Chunky.
Well, the plantoids ain't being lifted out yet. We still got just a little bit of time.
Mm.
And from what Fall was saying, our best bet is to snatch them up when they trying to go to the front line. So we catch them on the road.
So for
And if we get
the-
enough bullet, we can kill that damn pig.
for them, oh
And
god,
then I
for-
can eat them.
Jesus
Like
Christ,
Chunky
Chunky.
just stares into space now. Yeah.
Fucking lords, Chunky.
so
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
Chunky's dumb, and he doesn't always realize that the timing isn't going to be right. So you can get to, you're going to be able to get the plantoids later, but they'll be more secure because they'll be in location again, hammered into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right then.
So
But that is doable the way he said it. And yes, you could get to them later and you could be better armed. If you do it now, they'll be in transit and maybe be able to slip away. You're in a large cavern network with a lot of small caverns, tunnels leading away from it. There is a possibility. They will be on their own in the dark, though. Pretty much guaranteed death. So,
Yeah, then what are we going to do with them?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd rather take my chances and maybe die than just keep getting eaten day in, day out.
there is a so what I need is an intelligence check type B from anyone who wants to try to think of any other possibilities they can do if they can't come up with them on their own.
Well, Char is less keen. Again, he's kind of set on the I don't want to be related to the plantoid
Problem.
situation any further because that already caused issues. Anything further could get him in more shit. Also, he wants. We gave that possum some of the stuff, so he
You're
wants to
right.
check on her.
We should do that then. Okay. Chunky got a 39 on over 42. I believe what he needed for that is type B.
Yeah, so 39
68.
you succeeded. Yeah, you need a 68% or better. You got a 39 with that success, a 39. Chunky, you realize that getting them out is going to be the easy part. Getting them secured afterwards and not just recaptured is going to be the very difficult part. At a minimum, you need to disguise them so that they can blend in with the rest of the army and not be discovered as plantoids that are food. Now, that's also kind of the same problem you're facing. If you ever want freedom from this situation, you have to figure a way to secure enough food, ammunition, equipment, light in order to separate yourself from the army and survive in the Underwarrens, which is no small task. And for all you know, the best chance for that is breaking out into enemy territory in a land that has agriculture, cities that are in a direction. This is the wilderness where you're at right now. You have no maps. You have no idea exactly where you are. There's water behind you and death in front of you. Now, you do have some other uniforms from those men you killed. You do have you do have those gray coats. So you could disguise those plantoids with those. Though, if any of those plantoids is very, very large, you won't be able to do much for them.
I mean, hell. Dang, maybe we can't save everybody. But, I mean, if we plan on trying to run ourselves, we could try to take them with us then. And then worst case scenario, if they slowing us down, we could let them go and get caught instead and we run away. I mean, I know that's kind of contradicting, but I just don't know what else we can do. Do any of you got a better idea?
It's just not.
Yeah, I guess that's what we have to do then. I mean, I messed up already yesterday, so I don't feel like I'm in the best place to try to offer a suggestion. But, I mean, Fall did all of that work, though, and I also don't want to kick that to the curb. But maybe, maybe we just gonna have to cut our losses, like you said. Fall can still burn stuff, because I know you want to do that, don't you, buddy?
Oh,
Like Chunky's looking at Fall if he's still around. I mean, like, he knows you want to cause chaos and burn stuff.
Oh yeah, Blitz has stepped away for a second, but he can hear us. But that's definitely within Fall's. Like, oh yeah.
So since he might still want to do that, yeah, I say he keeps doing what he wanted to do with that, because fuck him.
So let's have let's have an out of character discussion for a second, just as players looking at the situation of the characters and what they want from where they're currently at. So where's Chunky, Char, and Sharp at currently, and what are their needs that they have to meet? As you, Pat, Rune, and Beans looking at the characters.
Well, yeah, Sharp is kind of thinking about his own ass, so like getting some ammo for the gun, for the next big push.
It might pay to also see, because we did see one guy had a bolt action rifle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so might see if Sharp can find a couple of bolt actions that just suddenly fall off the truck, so to speak.
That's a good idea.
Anything we can get.
I mean, muskets are great, but they're muskets.
I mean, shit, even an extra musket or two could still be beneficial. I mean, pistols, things like that. I mean, if we're gonna be on the run, then we're gonna need anything we take from this army is twofold benefit. One, it is used by us and keeps us safe, and two, it disrupts them. So like that's less guns pointed at us and more guns with us.
Yeah.
So if we can get the more we can get out of that would probably be our best bet. And I mean honestly, if we were trying to run now, I'd say light the rest of them.
Right.
Better to let it, to let the land claim it than the enemy.
And while Char has his comeuppance against the whole VeggieTales scenario, he will stick with Chunky to keep him safe, because at the end of the day, yeah, he wants to see if the possum has any benefits from healing that way, but he wants it. She's a lady of the night, and Chunky's his cousin, so he's going to prefer to keep Chunky alive.
to be fair, like Chunky is kind of agreeing with you from the day before that he's understanding like some of that naivete is melting off of his face where it's like he's starting to understand that he can't save everyone. So he's like I he's like the equivalent of a kid, learning the truth about Santa Claus is just like it stings, but he knows that you know honestly it's the plantoids or his family, and he would rather keep you up and running than bother taking his chances. And like Jar had mentioned before for himself, anyways, he wanted to be as far away from the problem. Like when that shit goes pear shaped. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it, let him go. So like to Chunky, he's not even having them on the table anymore as an option. At best, they would be we're walking around and I see an opportunity and I can do that without us getting drug in. Then
Right.
sure, why not? But like
Gotcha.
until that becomes a viable option, he's gonna be like, no. So right now,
Well,
the best things are medical knowledge and goods,
mhm.
acquiring. So either taking our chances with some of the worms for things, definitely the ammo.
Right. A good idea actually might be if Fall is going to continue with this plan, um, potentially like just make it less stealth and more just let the plantoids try to run to cause a distraction. So while Sharp and
Yeah,
Samson are looting, maybe some of the troops go away, so there's less people there, and they have a better opportunity to just take stuff into confusion.
point. I mean, you let him go, like you wanted. Like Chunky had no broad ideas that they were going to be safe. He just wanted them to at least have that option. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah,
Because
like
sometimes it's
that's
better
their
to
life,
die
but
on
they have
your
to
own
fight for it.
feet. Yeah, die on your own feet rather than live under somebody else's thumb.
And also not get carved alive for food. Yeah, that makes.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen to them? They're going to get caught, rounded up, and carved again into food. Like, at least this way they had a shot in the dark to get out.
And yeah, maybe they die, so they don't have to suffer with it anymore.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Sure, the army loses some food, but yeah, I mean, in the long run, we don't want to be here that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say we ain't gonna be part of this problem in a bit. It's gonna be their own damn problem. I don't know about you, but I didn't make any prominent friends amongst any of them. It's just,
Oh yeah, Sharp's all for the plan if it's just to cut him loose and let him run.
Yeah.
cut loose, run,
What?
hell, just keep going where you're going. Just chop
So,
them out on the way out.
GM, I guess what my question would be is, would there be enough time for that distraction to happen? Gang squad or the team takes ammunition from the supply dump, and then also potentially go check on the possum. Would the possum have moved by then? Like, do we have to divvy it that way?
So the camp followers are going to be one of the last things to move, so they're not moving yet. But they're going to
Okay.
have to move when the light plants move, because obviously light.
Right.
Now you can get ammunition from the ammo dump at a later time, but it's going to be guarded better. Majority of the guards and foot soldiers are already at the front. So when it's moving, always the best time to hit it. You're not going to be able to do both the plantoids and the ammo at the same time.
Right. So I think what we're saying is like let fall cause distraction with plantoids, potentially to have ammo dump less guarded. As like, oh, suddenly plantoids got out. What's going on? Maybe it's a raid, so some soldiers, feeling zealous, leave the ammo
Yeah.
dump and
Yeah, you want to peel
check on
some
that.
off.
Yeah,
A
we
bit
want
of
to cause as much
fire.
distraction as possible. Yeah, and then we just slip in and see if we can grab some more modern tech.
I think that's a possibility to definitely peel some people away. If Fall can pull off a very convincing performance, make this look like a much bigger attack, to peel off some men, some kind of raid. He is a one-man killing machine.
Oh man, I don't know how often he can get big like that, but like if he were to monster morph and go ape shit as well, like that just gives the credence to the the monster man of the freaking Bunker Hill.
I think if he did that, he'd probably just eat the plantoids.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
Jesus, the fucking Lord Chunky.
well, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what helps us best. You told me that it's supposed to be us, not everybody else.
Yeah, but doesn't mean we have to free the plantoids just to have them die in a horrific fashion. They can do that on their own.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't do other people's work for them.
I'm okay with Fall causing destruction. My only stipulation is leave the our militia alone. They're in the same boat as us. They don't want to be here.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, then I think we've got as close to stepping orders as we got.
Strike
Creates as
fronts and
much
then
horrible
hit
like
them with
chaos
them.
as he can.
Hmm.
Let him do what he does best. So chaos. Chunky will actually split some of the extra gunpowder that he had into two separate like satchels to be used as like mild satchel charges for him.
Oh, to actually play into it more, we should just quickly cut him like a gray poncho. So if they do see him, they'll just see a gray coat.
Yeah.
Add to it.
Chunky's gonna actually go through the one that he left over, since he hadn't fucked with it. I want to keep the patch on.
You do remember when he monstrously morphed, if that was something that happened again, everything he was wearing was destroyed.
Right. I'm more so like if he, assuming he's not going to go monster.
Why he wears rags.
So I figured, yeah, if nothing else, we just give him that, and he's a damn sharp cookie. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
If we still have gas mask and helmet that these, stormtroopers had,
I know we still have gas masks. I think we all snatched those.
I grabbed
he
enough for
can
the whole team.
disguise himself as a gray coat, and even though he'll be using two knives just like he did for the brown coats, that's not that idiosyncratic. So
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
The
there's bound
rabbits
to be
had them
knife
too.
fighters
So,
on either side.
yeah, the rabbits that flipped Sharp off definitely had them. So
Yeah, that had to be rough.
yeah, so yeah, Char will toss Fall a helmet and gas mask and let Chunky make up that little uniform for him.
yeah, he'll probably want to mostly sneak first.
Mhm.
I mean, he has a stealth of 5. He's good at that.
Yeah.
Well, you're the distraction expert here. We're leaving up to you.
Yep. I'm just saying, he'll tell you he's not gonna use his monster morph right away. He'll try to set up a few things, and then he'll be part of the distraction um, once things get into motion.
Gotcha.
But I would also say, contrary to what you just said, Rune, I'm an NPC, so I want more PC input than me just saying this is my plan.
It's fair enough.
And yeah, that's Char's input. Is like he said, he just doesn't want militiamen getting killed if they can help it. He doesn't want these people who are in the same boat as us to die just because they were unlucky with KP duty.
Yeah.
That's enough of punishment already.
Yeah. And even if they do survive, they're gonna have way more to deal with once Vern gets a hold of them and shit. So
But,
they could live with that level of suck.
I know your opinion on the kitchen pig, though, so I'm not going to say anything about what you do with him.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of stuck pig.
Stick him good. He wants to cut my fingers off.
Mm-hmm. Fuck him.
I might not kill him. Maybe I'll just hamstring him.
There you go. Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
I get that joke he made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Butcher. Okay. So you move to your locations that where you want to hit. Some of you go off to go to the ammo dump in order to try to help them like move material, like fresh recruits coming to volunteer to help move things. And fall, you slip off to go cause your diversion and free, and at the same time free those plantoids from their bondage. So what I need first is I need a tell me how you are approaching the ammo dump as a group of people who are just showing up to help out and make sure that, you guys look a little overloaded. Let's be of some help. A group of men there.
Yeah, that's roughly like it. I know that Sharp has changed out of his gray leather jacket back into his regular brown coat.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. good
As
call.
cut up and bloody as it is. Still hasn't got that thing patched up. But essentially, he's just looking for an opportunity, like just to kind of slip in and start moving things.
So you come up on a group of men. These are regular soldiers. A couple rabbit men, some of them badgers, all wearing junk armor and having over their shoulders bolt action rifles. They're keeping those rifles on their person as they're hauling up these boxes. They're made of some kind of dried clapboard, nailed together and with stenciling across the top, just across the tops and sides of them to say ammunition or ammo. They're loading them onto sleds to drag in through the caves. You can see there's boxes and boxes of them still left, a few dozen of them.
All right. And what are they loading? I'm sorry, what are they loading up on?
Sleds.
Sleds. Okay. Gives me an idea. And what's pulling the sleds?
Beasts.
Beasts. Okay.
Yeah. There's a few different lizard creatures that seem to have a little bit more comfortability inside this environment. They do have oddly intelligent eyes as they like roll them to look at you as you're coming up, and they lick their chomps. Large, kind of dagger-like teeth, conical shaped for ripping flesh.
Well, hi, little friend.
Thinking about moving away from that idea, actually.
They're harnessed. They're harnessed and tied up to sleds, so they're not getting away anytime easily. A lot of them are yoked too. They're not even going to get away.
Long. Yeah, it's gonna take too long. My Char had the plan of like loosening the straps and like you maybe using his claw to like weaken it so he could when the raid starts to startle the beast to rip away, so they have to chase after it. But too much if they're yoked, even like that's too much to convince. Like, oh, we just ripped off it. That's too secure on there. But we could potentially sabotage the sleds somehow. Need to know what kind of sled. Like, is it just flat on the ground? Does it have those what do they call it, the ski bottom?
Yeah, it's got the ski bottoms.
Okay, so we can like
it's got some primitive springs.
Compromise that and then startle the beast. They might run off and they could break that and the whole shit tips over, right? Then that'll distract them and we then grab what we need over here. Or off the other sled. I don't know. I'm just pitching ideas. What do you guys think? Saying this well away from the regulars, mind you.
Of course.
I mean, I think that's our best bet. And if nothing else, like as far as just for introducing ourselves to the scenario, why not just say, we're on orders from, Commissar Vern. He told us once we were done with R&R to get to work.
Good. Yeah, that's a good call, actually. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Sharp, you do the talking. Charlotte. Oh, wait, no. Char took negotiation. Do I have to do the fucking talking? Damn it.
I mean, you don't have to. You just might have to if something goes pear-shaped.
Fair enough. I'll step in.
If something gets cattywampus, then we're gonna need you to smooth it over.
It's so good last time. Yeah, Sharp, you do the talking.
I think that'd be best. I don't think he wants me to try again. It is not gonna go good the second time. It didn't go good the first time.
All right, you're gonna try and sabotage this letter? No.
Yeah, do you have a different idea?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
Anything works there. Yeah.
It's just a matter of having. We'll need time. Is anyone here a carpenter?
I'm not a proper carpenter, but I watched Pappy and a few other people swing hammers, and I got a hammer. Pulls out his hammer. See?
We want to. Yeah, but we want to make it look inconspicuous, Chunky. We don't want to smash the sled in front of these soldiers.
Oh, all you guys do then is loosen up a few nails and stuff like that. Like at these, Timmy,
Yeah.
Dim, I'd like to try to make an intelligence check to see if he can, by staring at the way that they've constructed them, like sort of reverse engineer where is the best spot to strike that would allow us to minimize obvious evidence of tampering,
Yeah,
but
give me-
break it.
Give me a type D.
Type D intelligence. I don't like the fact that you put a D in there, but you know what? Looks like we don't get much of an option.
Ooh.
Alright. And low number, no whammy.
Oh, 84 over 42. So type D, Chunky with a 42. He needed to get a 59% or better. So Chunky, you see a pretty good spot where you can do it. You're fairly certain that if you can hit the shocks and like knock them over, it's just going to tip and fall over. And it's going to be like pretty bad. It's going to take some time to repair them or rebuild them. But if you can knock that over, it's gonna work.
Guess we just have to take his word for it.
That's all I can think. I mean, it looked like that'd be the best place to to smack it. And sometimes you just gotta whack it.
Char's tail flicks momentarily, and then he looks back at Samson. What did you do before getting drafted?
Now remember, I'm using failure forward, so Chunky's correct.
Oh,
That's gonna work,
oh boy.
but there's got to be consequences.
Oh man.
So if he did fail the check because he didn't consider additional information.
Oh boy. Okay. Well then, yeah. Char will buy that. And a third time, slap Sharp's arm for him to lead the way to be the, not Fox charming man he is.
All right, well,
There
yeah.
you go.
Sharp swaggers up then. Let's to where the stuff that needs to be loaded is, and he just kind of like latches onto a box.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "All right, where's this go?"
I thought we were supposed to be here.
And
Yeah.
one of the regular soldiers turns to look at you and he sees again a militiaman. Like, get your filthy militia hands off that ammunition crate.
Yeah, I was ordered here to help.
Oh.
I mean, he just takes the box and he thrusts it towards him. He's like, "Here, if you want to tell me to fuck off, then feel free."
He ends up by
I'm
grabbing the
gonna take
box.
my
Like,
R&R.
he sees like his face, his eyes go a little wide. Like, whoa! He grabs it. Then he brings it like gingerly over to the sled, places it down. Like, just don't handle him like that. And another one's like comes over. He seems to be the lead sergeant or like a corporal of some kind. You don't really know what the rank pins mean that a lot of them carry around. They're like studs on their neck. He's like, all right, what is this? Who gave you orders to come over here?
Commissar Vern. He that pig man with the. Chunky's gonna do the hat motion like with like a peak cap. He got a big hat. Ain't that right?
The rabbit sneers. He's like, oh, bird. All right, fine. Go ahead, form up a line, grab those crates. Be careful with them. They're not stable. As he says, as far as you're concerned, ammunition. Understood? I just don't need an accident to happen.
Oh, so that's where the failed part comes in.
I ain't had an accident since I was 10.
Or
so you ain't got to worry about that.
Chunky, how old are you?
As I said it, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't think that through. Their age is different, isn't it?
Yeah. He's 11 in cat years, right? It's multiplied by 7.
Because I was going to say, like, Char's 7 right now. So it's like, how the
Yeah,
fuck old is
Chunky's
Chunky?
9.
What?
Oh, not 10.
Your last
I'm
accident
sorry.
is next year?
No, I forgot. 10 and 2 have a t in them. Gives that big doopy smile as he stares off at nothing in front of the rabbit.
He can read and write.
Yeah.
I can do
This
math
man can
as
read and
well.
write and do rep math. He knows how to file his taxes. So I'm
Yeah.
saying, but for some reason, there's just
Yeah, a
none
mental
of the
I got kicked in
synapses
the
are
head by
connected.
a mule once.
Chunky's smarter than Sharp.
I know. He's like the smartest one.
He's like Sancho. He's smart on paper. He just ain't smart. Like you can know things and still be dumb as a post.
So for the information, like an average intelligence in Mutant Epoch is somewhere around like a 25 to 30, and Chunky has a 42. So doing pretty good. And it is just funny. Chunky's the one that is the brain of this group, of this outfit. It's the epitome of like high intelligence, low wisdom kind of character.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
He's smart. He's just not educated.
Exactly.
So they tell you like don't fuck with these things, and then in the distance, whatever foal was setting off goes off, and holy shit, does it go off! All you hear before a faint kind of chanting noise, like a song rising up in the distance somewhere off into the east, and then explosions. So fall.
Oh god damn.
You're in position. They've pulled up the stakes. The plantoids have been tethered together. They've bagged them because the pig man that's moving around, he's just this large cook with a butcher's apron on. He's got that really nasty looking cleaver, and he's using it liberally to smack him with the spine of it, moving like, "Come on, you little shits, move along. We got a long march and a good dinner to be made." And they're pretty mauled up. He's cutting pieces liberally off their bodies in order to add to whatever he was making. All the other stuff is packed up along with a bunch of other men that are behind him. You know, random beast humans that have like the tent posts, the canvas, and the supplies. And he's looking across the area with these like just wicked beady eyes. And then you hear behind you something that only your ears would be able to perceive. It's because it's on it's on a high frequency. And it's chanting. And it's oh ha 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 oh ha 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 oh ha ha ha. And you can hear it, this resonating chant moving and this rhythm building behind you somewhere. It's in the dark and it's walking along the line, probably about 50 meters across. People coming up out of the dark.
Well, I don't have to fake an attack. I'll just add to it.
It sounds like all you got to do is direct it.
So you
Maybe
can
open a door.
So what do you want to do in this moment? Take cover, conceal yourself, move to a more advantageous position. Because you can't see them yet, but you know they're coming.
So you described, the pig man, and there's being other bestial humans about. How well armed are the other bestial humans?
Lightly armed. A couple muskets, mostly spears.
Okay. What Fowl would like to do then is hide himself, allow himself to transform, put on the stuff first, loosely, so that it doesn't burst when he transforms.
Yeah, you have like an oversized mask that you're putting on, so you gotta grow into it.
He's got it loose, so he'll grow into it, and loose the coat too, so he grows into it. So he's like swimming in it right now.
Yeah.
But then he triggers the transformation, and but he's wherever he's hiding, he's got his eye on the pig man, and that's his first victim.
So as you come up out of the transformation, you're writhing and wriggling on the ground because you have like a seizure, right? When you go into this.
Um, I don't know if it's really a seizure or not. It just says you're vulnerable. You you can't do a whole lot. You contort. Yeah, he did say contort painfully. So contort painfully for 3 rounds as it takes place, at which time you're +20 easier to strike.
Yeah, bones snapping, muscle rapidly growing, sinew stretching as you morph into this monstrosity of a creature. And you just hear the hoo ha 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 hoo ha 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 as it rises and crescendos behind you, and you see a line of rat men who are wearing explosive vests, and they're popping flares off into the sky as they come rushing down onto the line. You see the pigman as he stands there. Oh shit! And just detonations.
Yep. If he thinks he can get away with it in his current mind state, he wants to hurt the pig. He would like to do the hamstring, because he thinks leaving him alive might actually be crueler. So he will do that. He will then rush off and create more chaos, but trying to rush away from the suicide bombers.
Because of the chaos and your sudden leap at him, I'm assuming you had kind of gone down to a low area pretty close by.
Yes.
And just kind of burst up out of the ground.
Well, you said there was a lot of.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Gathered
behind boxes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he
so
just hides in the middle of the boxes. So when he transforms, he just bursts out like the Hulk from under boulders.
Yeah. So just everything's just shatters around him as he comes up into this hail of fire and explosions and noise. Just this whirlwind of death. The butcher doesn't even know you're coming. You have a +40 to this as he just barely becomes aware, and you can see the silhouette of your monstrous form and his beady black eyes. He has a defense value of 5.
I'm pretty sure that's a easy hit. Well, and I'm probably hitting him more than once. I got my 4/9.
Did you want to go for the hamstring?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What's the modifier for that?
It's called shot. So.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't have the book up just now.
Got it. Just gotta get the right page.
Oh, it's just reminding me that I should get mine up as well, just in case.
There's nothing. Oh wait, there. Hamstring a leg. Immediate penalty is -32.
All right. So that's completely wiped out by the +40.
Right. And so, I would normally hit without a targeted attack, so that's gonna succeed. Let's see. Victim reduced to half movement rate. Well, I want to hit him twice though, so I'm gonna have all 4 of my knife attacks at his hamstrings. I'll figure I'll probably miss 1 or 2. So, that theoretically should still hit. What's my base? 79 while morphed. So.
Yeah, he'd only have a
5. That would still hit.
Yeah.
As with that. I'm probably gonna kill him just by slicing his hamstrings. Oh well. Let's see.
Yeah, it's the message,
Yeah. Death by hacking off your feet. That's what it's gonna end up being. 4d20.
Could be worse. Death by spit roast.
Plus 64. Grand total 100 and look at all those ones too. 124 damage.
Yeah.
How many hit points? How many endurance did he have?
50.
All right, well that's more than double. So I figure, yep, he slashed those hamstrings indeed, but he slashed them so deep that he cut into the bone, and when he double slashed each hamstring, that actually cut through the bone completely. And so, 2 stumps instead of hooves or whatever, feet. And so he's going to go down and is spurting arterial spray everywhere. It may not be a instant death the way it looks, but it's pretty fast.
Yeah, he definitely goes down quickly. Now, there's just chaos everywhere. People are running in every different direction, and you can hear just the crack of gunfire. Muskets are just storming down the area, just exploding all around you. Now, for Char, Sharp, and Chunky, the whole eastern cavern wall lights up. And you just see a cloud of fire and debris rise up. And start just blankets the area as it comes crashing back down to ground floor in a wash of ash and smoke. Where you had minimal vision just inside the light plants, you have almost none now. And your nostrils are filled with the scent of just sulfur, incinerated stone, and ozone.
Well, fuck.
Oh, well, shit.
Dang, I didn't think it was gonna be that big, but that's damn cool.
All right.
Sharp's looking around at the at the other soldiers, like
a lot of them have taken cover. A few of them are like just like they're pulling weapons up. What the fuck was that? As they're trying to form up a defense, we're like, protect the boxes at all costs. We need to don't let anything disturb them. And you can see that somebody had knocked one of them over, and the lid had gotten shifted off, and you can see what's in there. Seems to be some kind of globule, some kind of like a something round made of metal.
Sharp will stick his hand in there, pull one out.
You've never seen one of these before. It's like an OD green. It's got kind of like a pineapple shape. It's pretty big, probably like 50 centimeters across, another 60 centimeters in length. It's like, don't even know what any of these symbols mean. There's a triangle on it with like something like a round circle with some like explosion, and there's like maybe like an explosion, some stuff jettisoning away from it. They look old though. They look real old.
All right, after examining the Sharp, we'll just drop it in his pocket, put the lid back on, and pick up the crate, be like, yeah, you're taking the defensive position. We got to move these boxes.
So
That's half a meter in size, is what that was, like 50 by 60 centimeters.
Oh, yeah. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. You're Canadian, you know what these measurements are.
He's got a big pocket, okay?
Okay.
So Char's gonna look at Chunky and like nod, like, "Hey, do that thing. Do it now." And he's gonna approach the lizard.
Okay. Chucky's trying to remember what he was supposed to do.
The sled, Chunky. The sled.
Oh, that's right. All right. Chucky's gonna walk right up to that side of the sled, look left, look right, and then just complete and utter shit whip it with the hammer.
All right, give me a strength check. I need a type E to just knock this spring right off.
It's not gonna end good. Let's see. Type E, you said?
Type E.
Okay, well, here's open. Hey.
Oh shit, that worked.
Fuck me, it did.
So Chunky has a 29 strength with a type E. He needs a 42 or better, and you got a 39.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a success. 33. So we got a success. You hit it with that hammer. It knocks that shock off. The entire sled lists heavily to one side, begins to tip, and you hear the squeal of the lizard that's tied to it as he's bodily lifted and slammed on his side, which continues the roll of the whole thing. throwing these boxes to the ground, scattering them everywhere. You can see a couple of the soldiers around you, hear them. Some of them just scream like, "Everybody get down!" as they leap to different positions away from these boxes as these green kind of ovalous canisters dump onto the ground. Chunky, you have the span of an eye blink to react as they're starting to come arcing out, and you feel in your bones, oh no.
Dash, Chunky, dash.
Yeah, Chucky's gonna just straight fucking haul balls.
It's gonna straight haul balls. All right.
Actually, where is the nearest rabbit who's ducked down?
Grab him.
It's close enough to get to.
All right, yep. He's gonna haul balls to it, and then like the minute the hairs prickle the most, he's gonna flip that rabbit up.
Oh my god.
Human shield. Char Sharp.
That's a rabbit.
So you see the dive, you see the roll, you see the thing starting to roll out. Sharp, you have one of these things like you stored it in a satchel that you had. And you see like all of them are just diving for cover in the instant this crate goes over.
Could Char theoretically use that the sled that tipped? Could he just use that as cover?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Char's gonna do, because he was like walking to the other side to like kind of keep a lookout. So seeing that, he's like, okay, total cover.
I guess Sharp is gonna dispose of the thing he's holding and chuck it at the nearest soldier or wherever.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
You're like, oh, don't want to be holding on to this. Yep, here.
Potato.
I could go for a potato.
Also, Char's gonna cry out, "Samson, stop fucking standing!"
Samson's just like turns. What? It's like they suddenly just the explosions you heard earlier were distant but thunderous and loud. These ones are so much closer. And you feel the concussive force before the heat washes over you. So I'm going to roll a couple times, and some things are going to happen all at once.
Jesus Christ.
So first off, the one who is closest is Chunky. Chunky, this is going to be a 1 to 90 strike value.
I don't like that.
But you have your DV value plus your shield of flesh that is squirming against you, trying not to absorb this shock.
What are you doing, guy? Ah!
Yeah. So, what defense value do you currently have with your shield?
I'm sorry, you said 15 with the shield?
I don't know what it is. It's the human shield.
Oh, the human shield. Sorry. Shield.
30. Minus
30?
30.
Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you.
But it also reduces your movement by 2 meters.
That's fine. So,
I don't
64.
think he's worried.
So you have what's your total defense value?
64.
64. You manage to be completely covered from the blast of this explosive as
Holy
it detonates very close to you. You're completely shielded, but not the poor bastard you're holding. He takes it full in the face. For Char, who had dived behind cover, this is completely, you avoid it completely. However, I need you to dodge the cart as it comes flying back towards you. So you have movement left and you have that speed boost. You can use.
Oh yeah, he's gonna definitely use that scene. That he's just gonna like cat yowl and jump away from it.
Okay. Or you can take a difficult agility check, but I'm not going to tell you what the value is.
And what's this agility check for?
To dodge this cart as it's coming back to you, the sled.
So what's my other option then?
Those are your two.
Dodge it or dodge it, but
yeah,
roll?
Use your ability to get out or do a roll against a hazard check that you don't know what the value is going to be.
Could I? Okay, I have an idea. Could he use that dash? But to
The dash gets you out if you consume it.
But I was gonna say, could he actually dash too? So, like you said, they're on the sled legs. Could he like
Yeah.
be under the cart instead, but not get crushed, or is that gonna be too small? Is that gonna be
Well,
just
the cart went up on its side. Now it's coming back towards you.
yeah? But like I want to be under, like between the two things, where if there'll be enough room not to get squished.
Probably not, because it's gonna come down on its shots.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Charles is gonna take the safe way and just fucking dash.
You
Like,
gotta go
fuck
for the
that.
automatic success. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs that.
Yeah, like, I'm out. And he just manages to get away from it before it just
Last
thunders
time
down.
with fire, he got burned. He ain't doing that again.
Yeah, like no, don't need that one. Sharp. You hot potatoed this explosive. You're like, boop, no. You were caught in the shockwave around it. So this is a strike value of 1 to 50. What is your defense value as you're dodging back?
Is that full DV or just
What is your
agility?
full defense value?
37?
37. You missed it by 8. I rolled a 21, and that comes out to a 58.
Damn.
Yep. So you managed to avoid it, dodge back into
okay, good.
some kind of micro terrain cover, and not get hit.
Cool.
Let's let that coyote. Yip, yip.
Yeah.
The
Where did that
man,
bomb land?
yeah, I was gonna get to that. The man in front of you isn't so lucky. He gets hit, gets launched, and I'm gonna roll a d6. And on a 6, it lands near you.
Oh no.
A 5.
God.
So it does not land near you, and it rolls off into another area in a hole somewhere. There's fire, there is destruction all around you. People are screaming. There are dead bodies all about you, and there's these volatile explosives that are in these crates nearby.
Dang, they wasn't kidding about don't fuck with them explosives. The hell'd you make?
What?
Mop.
Yeah.
Char is gonna like just yeah, too loud, just too
Yeah,
loud
just-
because he.
What?
Where's Samson?
Samson, you all right, buddy? Where you at?
Just stand there,
Samson,
the smoke clears, just like wafting off him.
Samson, we're gonna take a look at his defense. Yeah, just like curling around him. We're gonna see how
You
Samson
should stand there,
took
like,
from
in
this.
Zorro after he's like bloodied up, just like nothing happened.
Samson got no defensive value.
Yeah,
He's
Samson has a defense value of -5, which just comes from being a
Jesus.
cow.
Oh.
He is not standing in the direct blast of any of these, so he's just going to be taking one of the shockwave ones at 1 to 50. So 45 or better, and he gets hit. He gets hit. He takes 22 damage.
Oh my god.
So Samson was shredded by some shrapnel. It got it chewed him up.
Did Samson rank?
He should have.
Well, if he did,
Yes, he has rank 2. He has an endurance of 101.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yes.
Hot damn.
I can change that in here right now.
He's a wall of flesh.
Man, something smells good. Like charred cow.
So yeah, he didn't take too much damage. You can see he's a big husky boy, and that didn't do much to him.
Okay. Char's gonna kind of like start pointing at the ammo boxes. We need to move now.
Yeah, I was only hoping for bullets.
Samson, confused, goes over, grabs one of the boxes that still
No!
seems to be intact. What? No! Drops it.
Ah,
You stupid bastard.
Rolled a 2 on a 1 to 6. It did not explode. As he starts booking it from a different direction. Or sorry, just away from here.
Chunky. Like seeing Chunky under a melted rabbit. Oh.
It lifts him off. Don't worry. Like, did they have time to like sling their weapons? I imagine they weren't holding them since they were carrying shit.
I mean, they had their weapons slung on them when they were carrying things back and forth. They didn't have them like,
Goddamn.
propped up anywhere.
As he like peels the friggin' rabbit off him. I saved you one of them bolt guns.
You guys start. I'm gonna try to distract the living.
That sounds fine. Whew.
Grab what you can.
This rabbit smell good though.
No, Chunky.
While Chunky's pondering that,
What are the ethical ramifications of eating this rabbit? Not as much as the good taste of it.
are there? I'm assuming there's still some living rabbits.
They are in various states of alive.
There's
Okay.
the dead and the soon-to-be glorious dead.
So Char's plan is he's gonna start like waving the, the ones who are ambulatory, to follow him to the ones that aren't so ambulatory and move them to like the far side of the wagon to keep the party out of sight, and be like, I need to set up.
Triage.
Triage. I need triage now. Oh, I saw something that way, and like pointing to the dark, like away from the party. I need cover while I take care of your friends here.
Out
Use that
of-
medical.
Out of the smoke and the fog comes a keening wailing noise, an undulation of the throat, like, and all you have is a split second to realize that you are being overrun by bipedal rat men that are carrying axes and short swords as they're rapidly descending upon the position, attacking from the rear. You are in melee. They're everywhere. So, for actual numbers, we have 7 rat men.
I don't like this.
They have a blanket defense value of 10. They're wielding D12 weapons.
Oh my lord.
So if you
It's
can
a
engage,
swarm.
if you engage one, the other ones will be pouncing and surrounding you. So as a group, we're going to see which side gets the initiative, but you're going to have to decide out of character, how do you defend yourselves against this many rats? So let's get that D10 rolled up amongst you 3, and who is the highest?
I think we're all +2, ain't we?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, so which one are you going to roll?
I'll roll.
I have a 4.
I have a
All right,
10.
you have a
Damn.
10. So out of Char, Sharp, I like that somebody put down the lizard, that kind of lizard there with big legs on it. Poor guy. And thank Bliss. I think these are your fires. I love them.
Oh yeah.
So all around you are rat men wielding these weapons. How do you guys arrange yourself?
So Char's gonna change his mind and so since he was kind of like leading ambulatory rabbit people away, he's actually gonna slip away from them quickly and kind of leave them to the rats, so to speak, and get back with his party as like don't let them surround us. Back
Use
to
the
back.
carts.
Use
I was
carts.
gonna say, is there a cart that seems like decent enough cover right now? Like in good shape?
Yeah, there's a few. Any of the carts are good cover.
For the ones
They're
that
just
don't have barrels on them or the boxes on them.
They all have boxes around them.
All right.
Sam said, throw that crate in the middle of
I was
those
gonna
rats.
say, Samson, throw that crate at them rats.
Samson's like, okay, as he like reaches to grab the crate, raises it over his head. Mind you, over 6 feet tall. He's over 2 meters tall, and just hurls it. You are amongst the rats.
This is fine.
Why?
So we're gonna.
Chunky is going to charge Char and try to tackle him, roll him up as they keep moving so that we get out of the blast range.
Just I can move. Just get your back to the wagon. Don't get surrounded.
Oh, you can move from that? All right, never mind then.
Char, I'm fine, Chunky. You're the one I'm worried about.
Just seeing this box arcing through the sky as you're talking about how you're gonna do this. Like, no, don't cover me. You cover me.
No, Char's already putting his back to the fucking wagon. He doesn't want to get
I was gonna say,
surrounded.
let's table that discussion.
Sharp.
Sharp. Oh yeah, he's taking cover behind the cart.
Okay.
Drop down, grabs the same rabbit he had earlier. Thanks, old friend. You going to be great.
This is my favorite child. Kept all the nasty things off of me.
And it smells good.
Car
Part
wants to keep
shield,
close
part
to.
food.
So
Sharp.
this is going to count as a wooden wall that you're defending
Okay.
from. So that'll give you a
Okay.
DV extra of 20. Chunky, that is a 30 plus a 20 because you have a body and the wooden cart.
Jesus.
When in doubt.
So first off, we're going to see if Samson hits any of these rat men with this very heavy box of explosives, because that's just funny. He does not.
If he hits him, that's cool, but
yeah.
it's the wow factor afterwards. We after.
Yeah, let's see if it detonates. D6 on a 6, that whole box explodes.
Well,
What?
I dare.
No, it
Okay.
does not. It just goes thunk, boom, nothing. And all of a sudden, Samson realizes there's a bunch of rats looking at him with knives and axes. He's like, oh no. You guys had your action, it goes to them. Some of them immediately try to pile on you. You have this barrier between you and them. So it's going to give you that extra defense even in melee. So some of them are going to try to circle you the best they can and get you surrounded, but they can't make an attack in that. So we're going to get one attack on each of you with all of the extra defenses from the wooden barrier. They have a attack of 46. So we have one attack against Char. It's going to be a miss. We have one attack against Sharp. That's going to be an automatic miss with a 98. We have one attack against Chunky, which is a 57, is also going to be a miss. So they hack into the bodies and cart, just slashing and cutting away at it, but you're quickly overwhelmed and they've got you surrounded on either side. You're going to have to physically create a space to not be surrounded anymore. You have to push and shove or kill. Samson is being overwhelmed with a group of with the 3 of them that are just hacking at him immediately. So that's 3 attacks. One of them from the front, 2 of them from behind. So the first attack comes in and hits him and does a D12 damage, 12 maximum, right off the bat. I hit him with a 14. 2 attacks from behind with a plus 30. Both of those are going to hit him. Both with D12 damage, and we got a 7 and a 12 for 19 additional damage. Samson's going to take a morale check to see if he's going to stay in the fight. He has pretty good morale, but not the best willpower, I believe. Let's take a look at his willpower score. His willpower is a 15.
Nope, he got the same as me.
And his morale is a C. So let's take a look.
I can see he's got morale.
Wow. That happened.
Morale.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good if nothing else.
Surprisingly, he stuck it. Yeah, he needed a 39% or better, and he made it. So Samson stays and fights. He's trying to do it smartly, and he's going to try to parry next round, but we'll see who gets the top of the order.
Tim?
Yeah.
Don't forget he's got a gore attack.
He does have a gore attack. That'll happen on his turn. He'll be able to use his horns, and he's definitely going to use it. So thank you. And we go into a new initiative. Let's see who gets it. D10 for them. They got a 3. So you guys are going to go automatically because I rolled a 1. Or sorry, they have a 2 because I only have a +1. And you guys have a +2 and you win.
Yeah.
So Chunky, Char, Sharp, describe to me how you are trying to get out of being surrounded. It might be your first goal, or you stay surrounded and risk it.
So Sharp and Char are more or less next to each other, right?
Yeah, you're all next to each other behind the skirt.
Okay, so Char's gonna be like, get your backs to each other. Just like, kind of get into like a triangle where none of them can like really get to our backs. Just like, we'll hold them here.
I got an idea. We need to get Samson though.
We have to kill the ones killing us first.
How many of them are between us and Samson specifically?
4 of them.
4 of them. Like they're in line with each other, or are there 4 and like some of them are stacked behind each other?
It's 4 of them against you, like 2 behind, 2 in the front.
Okay. Because Chunky is going to grab one of them and spin him around to use him as a shield.
So he's going to drop his current charged, chopped up rabbit shield.
Yep. And then grab one, like in a straight up headlock, and drag him with him, using him as a shield.
All right, make that touch. They have a DV of 10.
Okay. That shouldn't be a problem at all. DV of 10, and I have a 7.
Well, that'll
Damn.
fucking
Get
get
over here,
That'll
little
do
boy.
it.
I'm gonna ball you up.
So that's a grapple check. Does Chunky have grapple?
I do. And Chunky has 2 in grapple.
Oh
shit.
no!
Damn.
What is their what do they need
Like,
to
what do
break
they
it?
gotta do?
Yeah,
Let's
it's a
see.
strength versus a certain score that you have.
Yeah. Let me
So at
double check it.
pretty sure it's C at level 2.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so as well. But yeah, for them to break it, type C.
Type C, nope, didn't. They have a 15 strength against a 57 that they rolled. They did not break that. You have absolute control over this small bipedal rat man.
Yeah, I'm gonna snatch him up, hold him like a tower shield, open up a spot. Go get to Samson. I'll start covering the back.
Question.
Basically, I'll use him to interject between the other ones that were surrounding us, so they
You're-
can get past me.
You have rat parry? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Go on. I keep them. It's like worst case
Are
scenario, I'm
there-
gonna shield bash them with a rat. Squeak! Like just keep making a squeak noise every time.
Rat shield, additional bite attack.
It's like that video game Rat Shaker.
So what was,
Shake this boy.
what was your question there, Sharp?
Sorry.
Are there any bombs behind the rats?
There is.
Well, that's a damn good to blow them up.
Okay. Against my better judgment, against Sharp's better judgment, he's gonna pull out one of those musket pistols he got from the officer. And he's gonna take a shot at one of the bombs behind the rats.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
no, it has no DV. You just have to hit it.
All right, come on, Sharp.
Like, that's gonna get it.
I think that's a hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. I rolled a 36. You have a strike value of I think it's 64 base.
55 plus 7 for.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
Okay,
you just
yeah,
have
so,
to have a strike
62.
value period, I think.
Yeah, so you hit that, and that explodes. So we're gonna see they're in the immediate blast radius, and you guys are gonna get the exterior blast radius of 1 to 50. So they're gonna have the 1 to 90, and it's gonna be the two of them that are right in front of you. Wow, so one of them somehow just happened to be low enough where nothing happened to him. The other one got completely shredded. And that's going to be 2d20 plus 10. He's dead. That is a 26 damage, plus 10, 36 damage against his endurance of a 9.
Oh damn! I thought these were going to be tough.
So it was
They make
one of
shit.
so it was one of those moments where two people are standing next to each other and a mortar hits one of them and the other just it vanishes in a puff of red.
Wait, what about the third one? You said there was 4 attacking us.
There's
Chunks grabbed
4 of
1.
them. Yep,
So you only made 2 attacks against 2 of them. Where's the third one?
Well, the other one's behind us.
it's
so
behind
that,
you.
like,
Yeah, he's gonna get the
Oh,
blast. We have the 1 to
Alright.
50.
yeah.
So now it's the 1 to 50 against everybody here. So we're gonna go with Chunky with his plus 30 DV for a rat. And it's amusing that the rat has as a shield has a stronger DV than it does just by itself.
Yeah.
So yep, that's a hit, Chunky.
Holy fuck.
That's
no.
fine then. So be it.
That is gonna be a D20 plus 10. So both you and the rat are gonna take that. 15.
Are you chunky stands?
Chunky stands.
Chunky live!
Spin the rat off with the smoke. Mighty Chunkneer.
Oh my god.
Well, that was damn right not nice of you at all. You wasn't supposed to squirm, Rat Shield.
I'll distract him and then it just turns to ash in his hands.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that feller.
Yeah, Rat Shield is just dead meat in your hands. Still acts as a shield though. Despite it just being blown to chunks. Char.
Reaction.
So he's
Takes a
gonna.
small bite out of one of the ears.
Oh my god.
That's
Char
damn good.
is gonna just attack the last
hold on.
rat.
I got this 1 to 50. We gotta see if it hits
Oh
you.
no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all
43.
still got
1 to 50. Missed.
Okay, yeah. The shield.
Sure.
1 to 50. Sharp, did that hit? I have a 24 on the roll.
No, that's a miss.
That is a miss. You have a 26 at least defense value, huh?
Yeah, he's got a DV of 37.
Perfect.
update it
It
to-
missed.
Hot damn.
Thank God for that scrap relic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right, yeah.
right. That you took out the officer. Yeah, that stuff
Yeah.
saved your
Ate it,
ass.
yeah.
You almost ate that. The two rats behind you are also going to be taking this 1 to 50.
One rat.
One rat. That's right, because one of them's yoked. So we got I need a 40. Miss. As that one manages to just somehow avoid the spray of shrapnel that tears into the cart. So Char, you were saying with your
He goes for that one.
goes for that one.
Yeah, just like letting that instinct kind of take over for a moment to be like, "Ooh, I remember you."
I'm gonna ball you up. Just jump into him, tear him apart.
Pretty much, yeah. And there we go.
EV10.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
There it
goes.
goes.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
saying if it actually rolled. Yeah, it took a minute there.
Yeah. Missed.
Oh, missed with an 84.
Damn.
And strike value 73. No damage. This rat managed to dip, duck, dive, and dodge away from your teeth, claws, muscles, and jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Samson turns, he gores one of them with his horns. So that, yeah, Samson is a bull. He has.
You don't want milk from no bull. It's not right, I tell you.
Really?
You gotta get cow
Did you
milk.
just make that joke?
Yeah. I'm trying to resuscitate my rat, sir.
I don't think he's coming back.
Horns are D20
Yeah, I was looking at the trying to find the bonus for the
plus 10.
plus 10. Thank you. So he has a 65.
If he can
boy.
manage to go 6 meters, he can make that a plus 20 and damage
He's got it.
3d20.
So he manages the Gorham, the D20 plus his strength bonus. He has a 70 strength bonus, so he has significance, about a plus 6. Yeah, he's gonna kill him. So one of them is gored on his horns, hanging off of it. As he shakes that one
Oh my
off,
god.
literally eviscerated. Takes up his spear and stabs the other one. And that'll be at a 55. Missed. That one manages to nimbly dodge aside from the spear and keep it off of him. And now the rats go. There's only one rat that's on Sharp that's left.
Well, I'm
that-
Char.
And yeah, Sharp and Char. It's the one rat there.
Wait, I
one that
thought we
you
had
guys
4
attacked.
rats.
Chunky killed 1 and 2 died.
Oh.
Chunky had 1 and 2, the other 2 died.
Okay, well, yeah, one rat that.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd attack me then because I left at him.
Yeah, that's true. So Char's gonna get the attack, and 97's automatic miss. And so
Aha.
he comes at you with his hatchet, and it just cleanly goes over the top of your head. Samson, though, with
These-
the
Do these rats look like relatively young?
they do, yeah, no
Oh,
names.
I know what's going on. Yep, no
Yep.
names.
So for those of you who don't know, in the lore that we have for the Underwarren, young bipedal rats earn their names in these kinds of like mass suicide attacks. And it's kind of like an initiation for them when they're very young. 2 of them go after Samson, 1 from behind, 1 from the front. The one from the front misses with a 71. The one from behind gains a plus 30 to his attack. So that's going to give him a 76 against Samson's 5. The automatic miss for the
Holy
99 as Samson stands to fight another round. Rats do not have a morale penalty. They don't
That's
roll. They normally do not roll it.
They don't
That's
they
as
don't
miss
care.
as you can get.
And so we're going to roll again for a D10 to see who goes first. I have a 3. And you
We
guys
also have a
have a
3.
3. Everything happens at the same time. So starting with the players, describe what you're going to be doing.
Char keeps going at this guy since they're locked in melee. He's just gonna try to finish this guy off as he gestures with his tail to his friends. Get Samson!
All right, with that said, Sharp is going to draw his saber and he's going to charge one of the rats attacking Samson.
And Chunkneer.
And
Chunkneer.
Chunkneer charges. Blind, zealous, devouring hunger in his eyes. These rats taste good.
So yeah, Char will kill that rat, but yeah, I know I still have to wait for him to get his last swing in.
Yeah, he does. He goes for that swing, and that's a 3. It's an automatic hit.
That's an auto hit. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
D12, 9 damage as that hatchet hits you.
Oh, finds flesh. Oh, that's the
Yeah. And I rolled an 8 for the body location.
It's the dick, isn't it? Give it to me straight, Doc.
It ain't straight no more.
I know.
Like, it's got a cricket.
No.
Right upper arm.
Ah! That's my wood biting arm.
So, Chunky just rushed his into that full ball up fur ball.
Fur fight. Holy shit.
Yep.
Get it
So
sharp.
that rat dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Attaboy,
end of him.
Sharp. Fuck
A
him
fur
up.
fight you hit with an automatic hit with a 4. You did 21 damage. That rat will be eviscerated after I make its roll for its attack. And
Yeah.
Sharp, you rolled a 20 with a back attack on this one. Also a hit, and you did 10 damage with your saber. And which
20.
will also 20 damage, which will also kill him. And so I'm going to roll their attacks against Samson, one from the front, one from the back, and I'm also going to roll Samson's. Yep.
Samson's still gonna get attacked.
Yeah, oh yeah, but he's still getting attacked because we tied an initiative, so everything happens at the same time. So first one attacks Samson and he misses. Second one attacks Samson from the back. Yeah, somewhere in the distance we hear the roar of Fowl as he's just going into Ratman, picking them up, snapping them in half, biting faces off. Honestly, it's going to be why the attack isn't as big as it is, because there's a bunch of Ratmen over there who are like, oh, I'm going to get a name if I kill that thing.
But he looks like them.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to get a great name. Your name.
Yeah, exactly. That's a nice name you got there, Paul.
They're gonna, yeah, because as we know, Fowl's name is actually not Fowl anymore, according to the Ratmen. His name is the Devil of Buckle Hill.
True.
Oh boy.
That's a nice, big, juicy name to a Ratman. So
We're counting by the words. He's a
51.
fucking god.
yeah, exactly. They're like, Devil Buckle Hill, amazing. We're killing him. We got a hit with a D12 against Samson. Got 11
Oh my
damage.
god, these guys are rolling hefty tonight.
Right? I'm just scoring really good with these D12 damages on a 46 strike value. They're both dead, though, even though one of them manages to get that axe into Samson's back and cause some significant damage, and he howls, and he goes and he gores one that you've already run through as he smacks the other one with his spear across the top of the head that's already drawing down to the ground with just no life left in its eyes. Combat in this immediate area comes to a standstill as a few of the rabbits that are left on the ground, doing the same thing you were doing, like mop, mop, trying to get their ears to work. Because again, big sensitive rabbit ears, not doing well after those explosions. Some of them are blinded, wounded. There's blood and carnage, and you can still hear explosions in the distance, and they're loud, and it's a staccato, just repeated explosions. The attack on the fortress is happening. And we will pick back up next week with the aftermath of the rear guard action. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. You can get the Mutant Epoch at themutantepoch.com or drivethroughrpg.com. We have a link to the Discord in the description. Please join us. Currently, some of the projects that we're going to be doing over the winter as Rubble Goblins and members of the community is we're going to start making videos for the Crossroads region, and I've put out a call for anyone who wants to do any voice acting. We're going to do 60 seconds to a minute 30, things for Instagram and YouTube shorts to put them out there. And it's just, the community voice acting roles of characters from those locations describing the cities that they're in. We're going to use some images from the book themselves and just kind of do it really quick and have it all, try to make it up as nice as we can and in character. And we're going to do those for as many as the cities as we can kind of get through. And with Crossroads, Pitford, Steel Hill, and Newburgh, we're probably going to go a bit more in depth for the different districts in those cities and like some of the scenes that they might actually have. Different famous restaurants, arenas, the professionals that are in those areas, and possibly even some of the main characters that are a part of that region. So you can kind of get an idea of who they are, what they do, and how they see the world around them. So that's kind of a fun project. I already got one person who's going to be joining on a Friday. We're going to be doing some recordings, and I'm hoping to have that packaged and ready for next week. So anything you guys want to say before we sign off?
I like chocolate milk.
Don't forget to have your pet spayed or neutered.
Chunk near lives.
Yay.
Chunky lives.
We'll see if that stays true tomorrow.
Yeah, and thank you, Bliss, for providing all the graphics and getting all the things set up to make the battlefield that like give an image to it for the players in the audience.
There you go.
All right, that's us.